Dire's middle barracks.
As this push is not stopping.
Tier 4's dropping.
They've got a
Secret.
fortification, but still such a long time without resolution, without Nisha, a full minute.
And the creeps are coming in top. They can't even cut the waves.
As the tier 4s, Tundra, they're pushing on. Secret, they've got to make their move now. It's going to be now or never. If they want to try and stop Tundra.
They gotta just run in.
And they've got to do something. The Aegis
is dropping.
Tundra, they're looking to end inside. Jumps in, but immediately to his death. Crystallis has got the illusions out, but he's surrounded. Taken out. The ancient is exposed. They're looking for the game. Tundra, they're on the ancient. There'll be a buyback for Crystallis, but surely there's nothing.
He's just getting controlled.
Nothing to be done here from Secret as Tundra. They're closing it up. The ancient in full.
Oh my god.
Tundra have done it. The 3-0 clean sweep today against Team Secret here in the grand final.
What an unbelievable storyline. Undefeated. Tundra, unbelievable.
And the way they did it, it truly feels like both this team, they've cracked the code, they've solved DOTA.
They broke
Their
it.
approach every single time, they're unstoppable.
Even when they get their heroes taken away, they always have some type of substitution. Every single player piggybacking off each
Look
other.
at him go.
Unbelievable. Snaking.
Skeeter,
26 teams in 10 years, and he finally claims it.
Tundra, ladies and gentlemen, on TI 11 champions.
Esports for the international.
Incredible moments here. As you said, a team that's worked so hard throughout the year. They've had their highs, they've had their lows, but they come in at their best when it matters the most here at the International Vault.
Last year, they weren't able to make it this year. They proved everybody, they proved to everyone how good they truly are.
It's incredible play across the board. Some of these players, you've seen them time and time again over the years, as you said, through different teams. I mean, a lot of them individually, the other pros, they've always known that these players, they've had it in them. They've had it in them to get this far, and not only get this far, but to completely crush their opponents in this grand final. Secret, they got closer and closer from game 1 to game 3, but it was never close enough. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Tundra.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the winners of TI 11, Tundra! Oh my goodness, great, oh, snaking. The lost son of Salamene and his last hero. Any words for everyone out there? You've been waiting so long. It's all yours, buddy.
I want to thank everyone for coming here and supporting us and watching this grand final. We wouldn't be here without you guys.
Woo! Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I want to give a special shout out to Pierre and all the people who have supported me along the way. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. An incredible show. Well done. Well done. Oh, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Ski God here, my friend. Good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm caught up in the moment. Now, you heard about DOTA from TI2. You watched them on this stage. Well, now you've broken the records. Now you're on the stage. How does it feel, my friend?
It's surreal. I don't know. I'm trying to still digest all the emotions. You know, it didn't really come to me yet, but it's fucking crazy.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Skeeter! Hello, my friend. Oh yeah, soak that in. This is your first TI. Any advice out there to anybody who wants to do what you just did? Because you just became the inspiration to an unknown amount of people that will always be looking at you, the man who made it happen. What do you have to say to the future of the DOTA2 fans?
Just get good.
Get good! Okay, I need this, man, if you can. Thank you so much. Sascha, it has been 6 years.
Yep.
You came in second place last time. I know you've been dreaming of this moment. Tell me, how does it feel now that you have accomplished it?
I mean, it doesn't feel like it's still real. Like, I'm still trying to understand what just happened. So it's like,
I don't know. In my mind, it's like I can't even believe it still.
Oh, okay. Audience, is this real? Thank you so much. Congratulations, my friend. Where's the last one? Brea made the 33. Where'd he go? Hey, you get over here, sir. You've earned it. Many consider the VIP of the tournament, the MVP of the tournament, if you will. 33. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up! You said many times before you were searching for the right team to make your Dota ideas be true. You were looking for the right squad to make it happen. It seems you found it, sir. Any words that you'd like to say to your teammates and everybody watching at home?
Just so happy. Everyone did such an amazing job this tournament, and it's the best feeling.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Tundra! Your winners of the International, baby! One of the best years of Dota that we have ever seen. The greatest. Lift up the Aegis one more time. Give it to the fans. Incredible Dota. One more if you can. Here we go. And get together, lift it up. Tundra Esports!
Congratulations, Tundra Esports. Head and shoulders above the rest. I do not believe I've seen such a dominating performance in all the TIs. Snaking, 33, Saxka, Skidder, and 9. And I love the fact, panel. Hello, panel.
Hello.
Hello, Tundra. Hello, Sheep. Hello, Lizard. I love the fact that all the family there with the players came to support, lifting the Aegis. What a moment.
It was just an incredible run from Tundra, right? The fact that they haven't lost a series at all for this entire TI. They basically dictated how people should be playing Dota. They were miles ahead. Everyone was trying to chase and catch up as each series progressed, but no one could get to their level, and yeah, a dominating 3-0.
It's just a dream. It's just a dream of every single Dota player. Anyone that ever played this game remotely competitively, lifting up that Aegis, getting your name on the back, it's, yeah. 33, like a few years back, he's in my team flaming me for some stupid build. Here he is now, like, just carrying the Aegis around. I don't know. I'm speechless.
I'm so happy for them. Honestly, genuinely, like, listening to any of these players talk, they care so deeply for the game. Like, these are the guys you should always be rooting for to win and achieve their dreams and go as far as they want. Like, they deserve this from their mentality throughout the whole year, how much they cared, boot camping fully through the DPCs. Like, they wanted this, and it actually finally paid off.
It has, and they say, is it a dream? They're not sure. They know it's real. I'm sure it will have to sink in, but this is the thing with, you win a TI.
Did you hear the crowd, James? I know. I think it's pretty real.
It is real, but even at these moments, you can see.
It's proof that hard work just pays off. Like, think about this team, the amount of work they've put in, like Sheep mentioned, like Lizard mentioned. They've gone through so much, and they've been boot camping the entire time. They've gone through, from being favorites in majors to crumbling out. And then be able to self-identify those problems, work on them, and then get to this TI, get to this run. It's just, again, it's one of the most memorable runs in just dominance.
Yeah, you know what's cool is that, like, back when this team was signed by Tundra, like, Skidder got on their YouTube channel, talked about it. He said, I want to leave a legacy. I want to be remembered as one of the best in my role. Like, that was what he wanted, and he has proven it so hard. This entire event, this series, every single game, this guy is just miles ahead, playing his heroes to perfection into 100 million counters. It doesn't matter. He pushes his heroes to the max, and I'm just blown away. I'm so impressed, and I'm so happy.
And here they are, walking off the red carpet with the Aegis, their names soon to be added. And of course, make sure you stick around because we will be having the winners on the late game. If you're in the arena, you will be able to hear more from our champions. And well deserved.
He's as tall as them. Look at him. He's a giant. He's a lovely walking giant.
Yeah, Pia and Flax will be hosting the late game, as mentioned. And I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait to hear from them. Once they kind of settle down, we'll see, what they're really going to have to say about that, best of, well, it wasn't a best of, it was a best of 5, but winning it in 3 games. Welcome back to the panel. We're here. We're just flabbergasted, honestly. There's never, I haven't seen a run so strong like this. They lost, I think, 1 map total.
In the playoffs, they lost 1 game to Secret, and then in the group stage, they had a couple draws, I think 4 draws, but just the confidence from this team, and like, Skidder just played Medusa, right? He got the Crimson, Aoi mentioned, he gets the Crimson, he wants to play Medusa. He hadn't played Medusa for 5 months competitively. He comes into the Grand Finals, Game 3, looking to lift that Aegis. He gets a little bit of RNG on his side, and bam, look at him.
I think it's James, our best analyst at the panel, that said it doesn't even matter anymore what carry they pick. At this point, they play as such a unit, like they are one. You said it as well, Tiga. They're just one. They just move across the map so well. Their team fights are immaculate. The 4 staffs, the playmaking, everything just works out for them.
Yeah, I think like any criticism of by Wraith Pack Go is just such an oversimplification of the technical aspect of this team's play. Like on a micro and macro level, Tundra are just 300 steps above every other team at this event. Like their abuse of vision, positioning, and map control is just far beyond. Like the way they've used the Hawks in that game, for example, always being able to like start these fights so precisely with 9 on his Pango.
And these players, they're just throwing one problem after another at you. Like you have 33, the micro god on the offlane. You have 9 playing, I don't even know, from Grimstroke Kotl back in the day to now Tusk on the mid lane. You just can't control them.
It's as if like they also have this like 6th sense where in the game, when there's an opportunity for the enemy to find a pickoff, they're already ready. It's like 33 in this game, like he's Beastmaster farming the triangle, they jump him secret, it looks like a free pickoff, and then bam, they're already there. So the speed that Tundra play the map, they find the ways to push the lanes in, but also just know exactly where their opponent is. It is a product of pushing the lanes, gives the information. Like I always mention this so many times. So I'm looking forward to how teams, after they've listed this Aegis now, they're going to have to go into these replays, study, because as soon as the DPC starts again, a lot of teams...
they're going back home to study right now?
No, I mean, all the teams in the world right now are looking at Tundra going, how have they just basically changed the way that we play Dota? Not many teams play like this, but this is going to be the meta. Unless there's some major big patch, spoilers, there's going to be the Tundra style of Dota going into the next DPC.
And I think like, kind of building off what you said, Lizard, they are free thinkers. It's like they describe themselves that way because they don't limit themselves by what's good in the meta. You talked about the heroes that 9 can play, but you also have Snaking bringing in this Mirana Pos 5 to this tournament, being the only guy doing it, making it work, making it his own. I mean, you have 33 on his offlane too. Like he was the guy playing Darkseer into Enchantresses because he was innovating with his own build with the Orchid. Like throughout the year, throughout their careers, these players do not limit themselves. They keep pushing, they keep building things, making stuff their own. This is something that you can't steal from them. You have to really just embody their spirit to make it work.
Yeah. I believe that they reformed and they just fundamentally changed the game. 4 and a 5 after this tournament, it doesn't exist.
I'm so happy to see also Snaking got to lift the Aegis there for his team. His team kind of stood and was like, go for it. And he was the player that mentioned he's been playing Dota for 15 years. To lift the Aegis after 15 years, what a moment for Snaking. And totally deserved it. Like, as you mentioned, everyone on their team was a threat. There wasn't, you can't name an MVP, I think, of Tundra.
They have so many layers to their team. If you shut down one player, the next player is going to step up, right? Like you think about the heroes in that previous game, you've got Saxo on the Tiny with the tossbacks, you've got 9 always getting the rolling thunder off during these sleeps, so you can't just disengage from the fight, you can't just TP out. And then you have just Skidder, the confidence of Medusa, but again, not playing it for 5 months. Game 3, yeah, let me just play it, boys, I got a Crimson. So yeah, just confidence on layer on layer on layer.
How real do you think that was? Let's be honest.
Very real.
Just believe it, James. It's TI, okay? Please,
I actually do believe it. I believe that it was like, hey, Skidder can play whatever he wants. We'll make it work. They were that far ahead, in my opinion.
Find out on the late game show with Piri and Flax.
Look at that. Let's go.
There you go. Gotcha.
Host. It was a good segment. Yeah. So we should check back into the arena. We want to see more with what's going on after this Tundra Esports win. So let's send it over to Slacks.
Hello, everybody. I am here. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I am here in the crowd, my friends. Everybody had a fantastic time. We just want to say thank you, everyone in the crowd, so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. Wonderful hosts, wonderful people, wonderful Dota. And from all of us here at the arena, Thank you for watching the International 11. Pretty good stuff, huh?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! All right, don't go anywhere. The late game show is coming up, but from all of us at the arena, all the staff, all the production, all the players, we thank you guys so much for joining us at this monumental event. It was a hell of a good time, and we'll see you next year, right, everybody? Yeah! All right, back to you guys at the panel. Bye. Goodbye.
Thank you, Slacks. Oh, I'm going to miss the Singapore arena. They were awesome.
It was nice.
Yeah, that was.
They were very, they were very nice and respectable.
Yeah, Singapore's great.
They were awesome. Yeah, no, I'm so glad that Singapore got a TI. But also, we should break down the game a little bit more, because I'm still confused. And that's why we've got Purge.
That's right, James. I got the key. I know why Tundra won TI, why they were better than every other team. People talking about damage mitigation. I know we're going to have to do a little bit of math here. I know it's not everybody's favorite subject, but it's very important.
Okay.
Wraith Pact reduces all damage dealt by 30%, where that's right off the bat. If you pair a Mage Slayer with that, it means you're only doing 45% of your normal damage. So when you pipe your team immediately after that, the pipe is blocking 850 damage on everything on your team. Illusions, creeps, heroes, that's a huge amount of damage. And who's the hero of the tournament? It's Leshrac. Tons of AoE damage. He wants to spell lifesteal off that, but now he's doing block damage, less damage. It means he's doing no damage, not surviving. He dies. That's why Tundra's not scared of him. Then on top of that, it gives a pipe order to your team, and then there's more magic resist. You're doing 29% of your normal damage. That's nothing. Normally you're doing like 75. So much less, right? That's the mitigation. And then that's what they understood. They understood that it's a lifesteal patch. It's not just spell lifesteal, it's also regular lifesteal. Vlad's upgrade, Wraith Pact, got buffed. It went from 18 to 24% physical lifesteal against heroes. So their carries always benefit from that. And even if they're not doing magic damage, they still get lifesteal from attacking. So all of these things layer in like 4 different ways so that they know that every single time that they take a fight, they're just going to win it because they always pick offlaners that have Wraith Pact, and they adjust their carries depending on the enemy heroes. They pick Naga Siren thinking like, oh, AoE magic damage is a counter. It's not when you abuse Wraith Pact, Mage Slayer, and the pipe. They live longer, they basically get everything they want, and they can always beat their opponent's counters. That was the thing that they had up on every single other team in this tournament, was knowledge of how those mechanics can be abused, and they abused it to win this TI, without a doubt. That's why they won.
Right.
Yeah.
You got that, right?
I understand.
Thank you, Purge.
Yep.
Thank you, Purge. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Purge.
No problem.
I took notes. What did you?
My notes was very simple. Just Tundra good.
Tundra good.
Tundra good.
I got 850 damage, Leshrac a horse, 29%,
40%
AoE damage, and then I got get good, which is the quote from 9.
Yeah, I'll score like 9 out of 10 for those notes. Good job, mate.
Ha, that was funny. That was hilarious.
But yeah, like
Thanks.
when we actually look into the amount of work that Purge put into that, the crazy thing is, that's what Aoi does. Yeah. Like if you were watching, the Purge segment and actually trying to write it down or thinking about it and keeping up, which unfortunately me as a host wasn't able to do, this is what Aoi brought to the team. He is really like, you do this, we layer this, and this is what we bring to the table.
And it's just the way he thinks. Like, he's not going to go into the grand finals and say, let's ban Lash in that first stage. No, he's going to find a way to counter it. And even though they don't play it, they're not afraid of Lash because they found the right ingredients. The Mage Slayer, the pipe, the Wraith Pact. Suddenly, Nisha, the guy who's been owning every single team with Leshrac, does absolutely nothing in fights.
Yeah, and we should really talk a little bit about Secret. Still an amazing finish. Their performance throughout the tournament was immaculate. They lost only to Tundra in the main stage, but they lost, of course, twice and in the grand finals. And Puppy, I was kind of saying, like, it's hard to teach old Puppy new tricks, but he took the Naga, but it didn't work out for him in game 3, and that felt like it was their big chance. And the new trick being taken from Tundra's playbook.
Look, we knew that he had to come second. Last year he was third.
Yep.
This year he's second. Next year he wins. So don't feel too bad. His time will come. And, like you said, props to him. He did talk about how hard it is to kind of keep up this level of play throughout all these years, and he just keeps managing to do it. So I hope he never retires. I kind of want to see just how far he can go on for.
Low-key, I was hoping for him to take it because maybe that would force Notil and Seb to come out of retirement. Now you have the two, now you have to get 3, you're no longer special.
Yeah, but it's still, as you say, it's an amazing performance, not only by him, but also the team. But the fact that a lot of people can stay on top of the game for a couple of years, maybe 3, 4, 5. But Puppy has been, he's improving with age. So
fine wine.
Yeah,
no. He peaked early. He won TI early, and
yeah, well,
it's been a roller coaster, but on a good trajectory right now.
No, I'm just messing around.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. He's an insanely good player.
Yeah, and then, of course, going back to Tundra, we're going to be wrapping up a little bit here just in a moment, but of course, we are waiting for the late game, so make sure you stay around for that. A couple of first players TIs. Skitter. I believe I saw his mum lift the Aegis.
There was a lot of people on that
There
stage.
was a
I was
lot of
trying
people
to pick out
lifting the Aegis.
who was in there.
That's also something, there was just so much support around them. It's never the players themselves that make it, right? Obviously, you put in a lot of hours into the game, you love it, you play it, you try hard. But then again, you need to be in the right environment. Like, you need to have the family, the friends that support you, that actually push you towards your goals.
Yeah, and here are the winning moments.
I love the fact that they win TI and 33 is the one jumping around. Everyone else is like, yep, that was a nice game, guys. And that's where I think the support network really comes in, because they're so zoned into the game. The friends, the family, they're going to be able to kind of go, guys, you actually just won TI. They're going to be able to bring them back into kind of reality, because they have been so zoned in. I don't think I've seen a TI winning team win TI and look that calm. That is what's so scary. They've built such a system around them that if they can just continue the system, like, they're going to be able to deal with any patch, any play, any pressure now, because you've won TI with such confidence. Yeah, I am so looking forward to the future of Tundra.
What about Puppy, by the way? He didn't look that sad.
He actually, there was a tiny clip just when the two teams won, and he was smiling. Yeah. Because that man loves his Dota, and he was like, they outplayed us. They took it. And, he gives a lot of respect to all his opponents. And, of course, I think that team, though, I loved the amount of energy that Team Secret brought here at the International. Rezo, in his interviews, is just, I think having someone like that in your team really can just bring you up, just because of his energy and just how happy he is to be there. And also somewhat amazed. They came from, even though they came second, they still came from the last chance qualifiers, Team Secret. That's huge.
Yeah, you've seen their development, how much better they've got. Like Crystalis, his improvement throughout this entire TI has just been in massive, massive leaps. And if this team chooses to stick together, I think like what they can learn from this TI, everyone's praising the map control and micro-macro of Tundra. Puppy's very good at learning. He will be able to look through these replays, figure out what is so good about it, and then start to apply it to his own team. The same way that when they lost to Entity, he took from that and learned and got better, right? So I think that as long as his captainship is there, I believe this team can continue to be incredible throughout the year.
When we say about learning,
yes,
I don't want to be rude.
Okay.
But well, actually, I can't be rude, because we're going to be wrapping up.
Okay.
Last words.
Oh, yeah. See you next year, James.
It's the cliffhanger. Last words for TI here at the panel.
Dota is a beautiful game. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Thanks for coming back, Too Good. Yeah,
thanks for coming back. Honored to be here once again. TI, it's a dream of every Dota player.
Thanks to my I love my panel. Guys, I'm sorry, it's emotional moment.
She's emotional.
Congrats on surviving the Brit panel, Lizard.
Thank you very much, Sheep, Lizard, and T-Governor. And thank you as well for tuning in at home. But please stick around. This may be the end of the panel, but we'll be going to the late game, and it's Tundra Esports that are the champions. They will be sat down with Pyrion and I'm sure Slacks. This has been the International Dota 2 Championships. We'll see you next time.